Luke 12, verse 51. Suppose ye that I come to give peace on the earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you brothers to the four corners of the earth, preaching this word and laboring this word of truth, love, and sincerity. Now, who's speaking, saying this matter, is Yahushai, okay, who the worldly called Jesus Christ. He said, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on the earth? Question mark. But then he answers it and says, I tell you, nay, but rather division, because the Lord is about division. The Lord is about separation. Now you'll have many of you Israelite groups, or you different sects of camps, would say, okay, read down. It's speaking of the division of the household and the people that come against, the men in the truth and things like that, which you are right. Okay? You are right. But also you have to look at this as well. This division is not only between you, your family, okay, the people of your household, but also there's a division in a lot of different ways because there's levels to this. There's another division that's going to be between the Israelites, okay? Between what? Or between who? Salakia? The righteous and the wicked. Is there not? Is there not going to be a 1/3 and a 2/3? Isn't that division? Because that's what the Lord's coming to bring. See, there's levels to this thing, man. You got to look at the spiritual aspects of things as well. So let's read this just to, get that and then go to the one that I'm speaking of in Zechariah. So it says, I'll read verse 51 again. It says, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house, divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother, and the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. So what that's saying is everyone is going to be in some type of division against each other, because that's what the Lord is bringing. But now, what I'm really wanting to expound on is this division, because you have many Israelites that gives out this message that all Israel is going to come together. Well, how is that so when the Lord is going to be doing the separating? Okay, all Israel can't come together and be together on this side, because we're not all, even dealing with the truth's sake. We're not all going to agree on the same doctrines. Okay, so we're going to be divided in that aspect. Like the scripture saying, Amos, can two walk together except they be agreed? And there's no two can't walk together. Because if you're going off in the doctrine and you're teaching everyone can be saved, okay, that's off according to the scriptures. We're supposed to note that man and keep no company with him. So we are separating ourselves from that person, that man, or even that group that speaks the doctrine in that type of way. That the Gentiles in the New Testament that has to do with salvation are heathens. You're supposed to not deal with people like that, man. But as I was saying, it's just to touch on, a lot of you Israelite groups are making it seem as if we are all supposed to be joined together as one big Israelite happy family, which that's not the case right now, okay? Now in the kingdom, we'll all be Israelites and family and brothers and sisters and everything all together. But as of now, it cannot happen, okay? You can't even dealing with the 1/3 and 2/3, they can't be together, man. Because you got 2/3 that's destined for destruction on this side, and that's the wicked. But then you got the 1/3, which is the righteous. The one that predestinated to what? Salvation. They get saved out of this madness. Okay, so let's read this. Let's see if this is division. Zechariah 13:8, it says, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein." So this is why if you see brothers on the highways and byways with a pie chart, you have the 2/3. You have a pie chart. You have a 2/3 section and you have a 1/3 section. That 1/3 represents the elect. Okay, the 144,000, which is the men, the teachers, the prophets. But then you also with that a part of that 1/3 is you got some women, some men's wives and children. You have believers, you have helpers. Okay, that's part of that 1/3. But they are going to be separate from the 2/3 because the 2 parts therein should be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried, and they shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power, or my God. So that's division even in itself right there. Because what the Lord is going to do the dividing, the Lord is about separation. So to give off that all Israel is going to come together is not correct. Okay, because we're not all going to come together and all going to be in the same mind and judgment until the kingdom. But the elect on this side, they are going to be in one mind, one judgment, and one spirit, because they are going to be together. They are going to be thinking alike, so to speak. Okay, for as this faith, for as this truth, for as the scriptures. Do you think the 2/3 is going to think like that? No, man. And even if a lot of you Israelites that say that you're in the truth, which you say, we are not even in agreement with each other. And like I spoke on before, even dealing with those doctrines. Okay. So here we go. Philippians 2 verse 2, it says, "Fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind." And only the elect are going to be thinking like that. Okay, on one accord and one mind, teaching the same doctrine. Okay, in the same judgment. Okay, for that's that body, that one body in Yahweh Shai. Okay, it's all about that body on this side. Okay, even though we're still supposed to do our daily duties, or weekly, or however you want to say it, and preach the word, because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to make mention of the Lord and give Him no rest until Jerusalem is a praise in the earth. Okay, continue to do this work, but just speaking on this division, there is going to be a division. So just to keep putting out there to Israel that we're all supposed to come together, okay? That's not correct, okay? Because all Israel is not going to come together. It's just not going to happen, and the Lord don't want that to happen. That's why He have 2/3 destined for destruction, or that's a part of the reason why 2/3 is destined for destruction. Because the other reasons are because they're wicked, man. They're wicked, and that's just their lot that they have to pay. And the 1/3 has their lot. But I just wanted to expound on that real fast, okay? Because I seen a couple people, a few comments, and one in particular on the IUIC Stop the Violence March, okay, that would just happen in Memphis. And what do you see? You see Israelites on there commenting, happy in the spirit, saying, yeah, all Israel come together and things like that. But if in the spirit, and if you're into the scriptures, that'll never take place until we're in the kingdom, man. Until we all come together. Not on this side, man. It's just not going to happen. But why? Because the Lord is not with that first and foremost. Okay? And there's going to be division, That's just how the Lord has it. Alright? But hey, I just wanted to touch on that real quick, just to expound on that. I'll end it on that. I'll give all praise and all glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the born to the apostles and elders of great millstone. Citate to you, brothers to the four corners of the earth, preaching this word and laboring this word in truth, love, and sincerity. Shalom.